Hi everyone, welcome to UniFit. Today's video is going to be all about ginger. We've got 3 ways lined up for you in which you can incorporate more ginger into your daily routines. First up is an incredibly refreshing ginger lemon green tea recipe. Now, in addition to being healthy because of the ginger, this one has also got a lot of different optional ingredients which make it even better and even healthier. So for this one, you are going to need ginger and lemon, of course, green tea, tulsi leaves, tulsi is holy basil, and a stick of cinnamon. The tulsi and the cinnamon are optional, of course. So we begin by prepping the ginger. Now if we peel the ginger using a regular knife, you can see that a lot of the actual ginger is wasted. So there's a better alternative to it. First off, chop the ginger into somewhat cylindrical manageable pieces and then use a spoon to scrape the skin off of the ginger. This way, as you can see, the wasted ginger is missing. And personally I find this method to be a lot easier as well. Now that we've got our ginger all peeled, we're going to chop it up into small pieces and throw them in the water in a saucepan or any vessel in which you can heat the water and the ginger. Now you want to bring this ginger water mixture to a roaring boil, but make sure that you keep an eye on it because this does tend to form a lot of bubbles and boil over. Once it's been boiling for about 2 or 3 minutes, you can see that there is a slight change in the actual color of the water. At this point, I let the water simmer and went outside to grab some leaves of tulsi or holy basil. I plucked around 7 to 8 medium-sized leaves and then put them in a glass of water. Now the water has had about 7 to 8 minutes on the heat. The color has deepened significantly. So now we move on to the next ingredient, which is cinnamon. We need only 1 stick of cinnamon for this, and I've got the water back on the heat and I've taken the cinnamon on any flat surface, and you want to use a heavy base object to smash it up. I used the glass which is visible in the picture. Next, I strained the water because I wanted to remove the ginger. This strained ginger we are going to use later in one of the next recipes. There you can see the ginger has been strained out. I did preserve a little bit of the water. Now the clear water without the ginger is back on the heat, and I've taken those tulsi leaves which I'd washed and chopped them up into small pieces. Once the water is back on the boil, we're going to throw in the pieces of tulsi leaves, and next we're going to add our second optional ingredient, which is the cinnamon, of course. Now, while this simmers for another 5 minutes, we're going to move on to the second part of this recipe, which is the green tea. So I've got some water. I brought the water up to a roaring boil and transferred it to a mug. Next, I used a green tea bag and just brewed the tea in the water. Now, you can make it a light brew or a strong brew. That is definitely going to depend on your preference. You can actually also use black tea instead of green tea if you want a stronger kick of caffeine, but we are using green tea because it's much healthier and because of its antioxidant properties. Now that the tea is brewed, we move on to the lemon. A little tip: if the lemon has been sitting in a refrigerator or if it's just cold or chilly outside, you can microwave the lemon for around 20 to 30 seconds, which will warm it up and help make the release of the juices much easier. So I like lemon quite a bit, so I used the entire lemon, but you can use just half the lemon if you prefer. I added about 2 teaspoons of sugar because I added the entire lemon. If you're using only half, you're going to need only 1 teaspoon. So now the tea that's been boiling, we're going to transfer it into our mug. We're going to filter it and set everything else, the remaining materials aside, and that's it. We're all done. Here's our ginger lemon green tea. Now Now you can enjoy this by itself, or you can do what I like to do, have it with a peanut butter sandwich, topped up with some almonds of course, to make this a complete and wholesome snack. Next up is an even simpler ginger beverage. It's just plain old ginger ale but made at home. It's even better than the store-bought kind, and you can actually customize it to your own liking. So you're going to need ginger and water and some soda for this, and that's pretty much it. So let's get started with the ginger ale recipe. So the initial steps are exactly the same. You're going to peel the ginger, you're going to chop it up into small pieces, throw it in a saucepan with some water and bring it to a boil. Keep an eye on it. Again, you want it to change color, and you want to end up with basically a deep yellow color. Once you've got the desired color, you're going to strain the water, and now basically all you've got to do is add some sugar in this ginger ale to be. Now I've used about 2 to 3 teaspoons of sugar, but you can of course lower the content or increase it as per your own choice. And we're almost done. Now you want to take 3/4 of this gingery mixture and add 1/4 of soda to it, and there you go. You have your own homemade ginger ale. You can add ice to chill it right down and have fun. Next we have ginger candy. Now this is a little high on sugar, and it's not exactly a healthy alternative, but it's a great option for those who have a sweet tooth. So here's the leftover ginger. Throw it back into the saucepan and let it boil. Bring it up to a roaring boil for a few minutes till the liquid has become greatly reduced. Then you want to add around 6 to 7 tablespoons of sugar. That's right, that's a lot of sugar that goes in there, and stir it well. Transfer it onto a plate, just drizzle the remaining liquid over the top, and you can also sprinkle a few more crystals of sugar. So that's all that we have for you today. Hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment below, share and subscribe. And thanks a lot for watching, and happy exercising.